Hi, this is Learn with Jasmin, and today we are showing you how to build a website in less than 10 minutes. A website can be one of the most crucial components of your business, and the process of building a website can be a very intimidating process. So this is a very simple, easy, and straightforward way that you can build a website in a very short amount of time. I highly recommend following along so that you can get started and not get stuck just searching up how to do something. We actually want to get to the point where you have something made. The link is down below. So let's get started. When you click on the link below, it's going to take you to this webpage. So we're going to follow along and click claim deal. As you can see, the business option is the most popular option. And I think what's great about both of these is that you get the option to start 100 websites. So you have a maximum of 100 websites allowed per account. So both of these you get that, which I think is really great, but we're going to do business because you'll see that you have the AI features with this option. So let's choose that. Now it gives you an option to select the number of months of duration that you want your website hosting to be for. And if we click 1 month, it'll show you the price per month. So that's at $14 per month. So it's a lot more expensive that way. I'd say if you know that you're going to have your website for at least 2 years, 24 months takes this down from $14 per month to $3.99. We're going to go with 48 months. So if you know that you're going to have your website for a long time, let's just go with that. Another really big perk with Hostinger, probably one of the greatest perks, is that you get a free domain. The most important part, along with clicking the link that's below, is to input your coupon code. So here you are going to input JASMIN. We're going to apply it, and you can see that this is going to give you a pretty big discount here. So that was extremely helpful in bringing this down to the lowest possible price. Keep in mind, this is a code that is exclusive for my channel and for those who are following along with this channel. So this is a great way to get the lowest price possible, which is really nice. Then it will have you make your account if you don't have an account already. Now I know the website may look slightly different because it can change periodically and you may be seeing different pages, but generally this is what you should be seeing. So first I'm going to take you through the option that lets AI create you a website very rapidly. Because this is an example, let's say we're going to showcase our business. I have a friend who's starting an illustration business right now, so I'm kind of excited about it. Her name is Paige, but I'm gonna call this Jasmin's Illustration will be my brand name, and let's describe our project or brand, include what colors and fonts you'd like to use. So when I watch other tutorials that use AI to build the website, I don't really see them describing the color and font. Let's look at our example to see if it gives us, we serve our guests Italian wines and appetizers served freshly on the terrace. Oh, how cute. I'm interested to see if it will generate a page for focus such as consultation calls. So I've done this before in a past video, so I'm kind of excited to play with this. You can also select personalization settings. You can input your color palette, dark blue. It's always nice to have your HTML color codes if you do. I love that it shows the color example at the bottom. Let's go a little more orange. Let's create our website. So now this is going to create your website, and if you have seen AI website builders on YouTube before, there are a lot of comments and there's a lot of discussion surrounding Google's usability or SEO or ranking of these websites. I think what is important to know is if you use AI to make content, which I think is such a useful tool, I do think it's important to reword it and rework it in your own language so that Google's AI detection doesn't flag it and rank it lower. But these AI tools for example, building a blog, I think are super helpful, at least to serve as a template or a guide if you don't know where to start. So this is a beautiful website here. Totally red, the blue and the gold and the elegant and classical. And it's rated 5 stars by clients, which if you've watched any of my videos before, I love having positive or displaying positive reviews on your website. I think that's super important. When you have your website, depending on what your website is for, you want to think about the purpose of this website, such as the focus of conversions. So we have an option to contact, maybe we have an option to schedule, we have the reviews displaying positive experiences with our clients. This is interesting. Okay, so this is an example of of our work here. And I love that it shows the number of, assuming this is the amount of creatives that we have made and how many clients we've worked with, which is always great to show a high amount of numbers and show your experience. I love this. I think this is really elegant and beautiful. I love the fonts that it picked. It's not too classical. It's not too wispy. It's easy to read, and it's still, as you can tell, my favorite word today is elegant. Now we're going to go ahead and edit the site. There's a nice checklist for you to follow. This is nice because it can take you through editing your website. Now we're going to, as you can see through the checklist, edit our heading text, elegant illustration, and calligraphy services. Jasmin's illustration services, personalized designs for your creative projects and events. I actually love that line. Let me think if there's anything that I can change. Personalized. I think they hold that from what I typed out, so I am not mad at that. Contact, edit this button here. Virtual consultation, schedule, or contact is a direct action, while virtual consultation, it's just a little too wordy to say schedule virtual consultation, so I am just going to put contact. And in this button, you can link to a contact, let's say an email address. I'm gonna say this is Jasmin's illustrations at jasmin.com. You have options to change the style, you can animate the button, but overall I am not mad at it. You can follow through the checklist to personalize this website for yourself. Here are the pages, and if we scroll to the top, this header bar is what's going to stay when you navigate through the website. So we want to display our portfolio. Let's say we want to put services, portfolio, contact. Honestly, that is great. If we wanted to rearrange the order, we can move this around. If you wanted the portfolio listed under your services, so now we have a drop-down option, you can do that. I'm going to keep that. So now we have each page listed out. When you add a page, it gives you options for template. Let's add this page and see what it looks like. So now we have the page terms and conditions listed in our header bar. Let's make this hidden. So now we have this page on our website. So if you needed to send this to a client, it is on your website. But if someone looks at your website, you don't have your terms and conditions in the header bar, which would be kind of weird, I would say. We can also edit our footer, just like our header. Any page on our website that we go to, we also have both the header and the footer on every page. You can also link your socials. You see when you drag an item, you have a grid in the background so that it's easier for you to organize, for everything to look neat and appropriately placed. Now you can change the colors. So in the small circle, it looked a little more rich and dark. So I'm gonna change this myself, make it a little darker. Except you can see it has now changed on the page, which I love that. That is super easy to use. Here we can add elements. So if you need to add a video or image, you have the options to. Usually we just drag it directly on here. Obviously that doesn't look great. We're going to delete that for now. We're gonna go back to our pages. Now let's add a blog page. Blogs are very helpful because blog posts that you make yourself can help your website rank better. So now we have blog listed above. Let's drag this so that contact is the last button on our header. Now let's play with the AI writer here. Now we're on the blog page. We're not quite in the blog post. So let's edit this post. And so there's nothing in here quite yet. Let's say AI writer, write a blog about elegant illustration fonts for calligraphy for use for events such as weddings and social events. So now we have the generated text. I'm going to copy this. We're gonna add a section. You can see just by clicking the text here, you have an option to utilize the AI writer, but we already utilized it. Now for a blog post, you're going to want to have multiple paragraphs. You're gonna want to have a main theme. So here's an example, and keep in mind when you are using these tools that you want to make sure that you reword any AI created content. Let's edit our blog header.
Beautiful. So now we've run into a little bump where we want to rearrange the organization. Another thing you're going to want to do as well is you're going to want to make sure that you check. I would move this lower so it's not plastered and attached to the header of our website. You're also going to want to check on the mobile device because often the mobile viewing may have some bumps in the organization, but often, see, just like this is a perfect example. So now that we have that organized here, as you can see, it's exactly where we left it. Beautiful. As you can see, this is really easy to do. What is going to take the most amount of time is the time that you spend creating and curating the content on your site. So the actual website building portion can be really easy, but the care that you put into the content of that site should take a lot more time and be a lot more dedicated. I think website building is a very intimidating portion of starting a business, and so tools like these make our lives a lot easier. Once everything is organized the way you want it, you can save the page and you can go live once you're ready.
That was the step-by-step how to build a website in 10 minutes. Hostinger is a really easy platform to use to build your website, and it comes with a lot of perks such as free domain, AI tools, and lots of other components that will just make your life so easy, especially when the process of building and having a business is a not so easy one. If you learned something from this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can keep making videos like this for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.